Ay, 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 ay. Yo, yo, listen, let me talk. HotBox Wit Knox. We gon' HotBox Wit Knox. We gon' HotBox Wit Knox. What's up, Knox? You got that?
What it is, HotBox Wit Knox.
Yes.
We in this thing. Got my sis, BlacksGenesis, in this thing. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
So I'm
What you been up
BlacksGenesis.
to?
I'm a poet, author, singer, songwriter.
Okay.
What? No, I'm a poet. I am going on a book tour soon. I just released a book called Somewhere Between 12 and 23. It is my first book. Yes. Just had a book signing in February. It went pretty successful.
Hell yeah, I was there.
You was there. The whole crew
For
was there.
sure. Hell yeah. So where you from first of all?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. Grew up in the 80s.
Okay. Stay
Broadway. What's good?
All right, damn. It's like now gangs and shit.
I ain't no gangbanger, but you know I grew up in the hood.
For real, for sure. So what got you into doing poetry and what do you get out of it?
What got me into doing poetry? I would say life, just experiences, my experiences, people around me. I've always had a very close relationship with anybody that I've encountered. And so once you pretty much tell me your story, or if I know anything about you, trust me, I've written a poem about it. I always say if I didn't do poetry, it would do me. And by that, I mean, if I didn't follow what my calling was, it would just chase after me. So I realized I had to do this. It's not a thing for me. It's more so like something I know for a fact I'm supposed to do.
Right. And what was the deciding factor when you decided to, like, I'm gonna get on stage and speak my piece?
Well, I grew up, so both of my grandparents are ministers, and I grew up in for real, right? I grew up in the church. I grew up reciting poetry in the church. I danced in the church. I sung, and I started getting requested to come to different churches. To spit my poetry. It was like holy, so ain't no cursing, what I mean? I'm talking about the Lord, but it's still dope.
Right.
And so I figured one day I would just go out into, I guess, the secular world to do my poetry, considering that I know for a fact that there are people that don't go to church that need to hear my words. You know what I mean? Because I always, I don't care what type of piece it is, I always give reverence to God first and foremost. Somewhere in the piece, even if the piece isn't directed towards Him, I always mention Him. So I think I'm still doing a good service as far as God is concerned. So I started off in a church and just ventured out.
Right. Well, that's probably a dumb question, but was you nervous the first time, or was it natural?
No, I always get that question. I am never nervous when I get on stage, and it's weird because I hear some people say, "Well, you ought to be nervous because good nerves are, acceptable."
Right.
But if anything, when I come into a place or when I come into an open mic or an event, I'm usually nervous getting in there, but the moment I touch the stage, the nerves just go. So that's how I know it's something I'm supposed to be doing, because I feel safe. I feel at home on stage.
Right.
So never nervous.
Do you have any like direct influences? Could be in your genre or just whatever. What
direct
kind of
influences? Well, we all know Tupac is my favorite rapper.
Right.
Right.
You gotta preach about him.
And just growing up listening to his music, I feel like he really influenced me a lot with my writing style and my rawness.
Okay.
Kanye with my wordplay, because I'm a big Kanye fan. So just to name a few, I got Pac, Kanye, Common,
Two people from the Shy.
Lauren, Jill. My aunt, actually, I want to shout her out. My aunt Angela is a poet as well. And when I was younger, I used to read her poetry a lot. She's not one one of those poets that get on stage,
Right,
or she just kind of write, put it in her closet, leave it there, and it kind of just stays there and marinates. But I musically, though, a lot of rappers influenced my rawness, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. So speaking of music, you say you sing.
Yes.
When you started from church also too?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope.
And actually, just to point out, my voice changed drastically, but when I was younger, I got invited to go to Apollo.
Oh,
I was like a not like a play. I could sing. Like I could really sing. And my family, everybody, all my friends thought that was what I was going to end up doing. And so when I started doing poetry, everybody was like, okay, that's cool, but you still need to go on auditions. And I did a couple auditions for Disney. I was kind of out there, but that wasn't where my heart was. You know what I mean? I love to sing, but poetry, I just feel like it just comes out of me so natural. Right. You know what I mean? Like you could hear somebody sing and be like, I don't think, that sounds right. You kind of sound like crap. But you can't tell me my poetry ain't, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain level of confidence that I have with my poetry that I don't have with my singing, opposed to people saying, hey, you really sound good, you really could make it. But it's just like my poetry, you can't tell me that it's not dope.
So once again, tell people they can find your book and on your social media.
So the book, Somewhere Between 12 and 23, a collection of poetry by Alexis Bell. It is on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, and Lulu.com. I am self-published. So, right, self-published. So they're on the sites as of now, but I also do sell them. They're on me. So you can just hit me in my DM. My Instagram is Blacks with an S, Genesis. So BlacksGenesis, BlacksGenesis.
For sure. And your GoFundMe?
Oh, the GoFundMe, the link is in the bio. Somewhere between 12 and 23. Just go ahead and click on the link and donate what you feel is needed.
For sure. Hey, you know, she's doing positive things out here.
Always, and, got to.
We gotta support our dreams and support our passions.
Support black businesses. Support black women. A lot of times we are so quick to support a black man who's out here doing it, and I love you guys. You guys are out here working. The HotBox Wit Knox, shout out to you first and foremost.
Appreciate that.
Because this is amazing, but the sisters out here doing something too. You feel me?
Most
what?
Definitely. For sure, sisters out here doing it. So we're just gonna take some, little random questions.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
That's a good one. But I ain't got to think about it. So I'm bold, creative, and loving. Off top.
Shit, on to some kind of juicy topic shit.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Do you accept your man to have a female best friend, or would you be cool with her, try to be friends with her, or is it like an absolute no, or how would you, or have you been in that situation? How did you handle it?
It depends on the extent of the relationship. I am one who believes that women and men can be friends.
Right.
Period. Okay. They just can. But it's either after or before the intimacy has taken place. You are never in a situation with a homegirl unless you've hit it already, or you gon' hit it and then realize that that's not something that you guys want, and then you guys are like, okay, let's stay platonic, let's just stay in the friendship. Right. But so if I had a dude who had a friend, I would have to know everything, and he would have to be honest with me, because I'm not stupid, and I am a woman at the end of the day, and the opposite sex attracts the opposite sex. So if any homeboy that I have an attraction to them, and they have an attraction to me. Now, how deeply that attraction runs, that is to the extent of where we would take our relationship. But there's always an attraction between a man and a woman. So to have a friend, he can have friends, but he can't have no best friend.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? He can't have no. I'm his best friend. Like.
Right.
What?
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
He can't have no best friends. I ain't no fool, child.
What's up?
Right?
So should we gonna play?
Wait, pause. So you do your girl let you have friends? Exactly. Let's go. Just saying. Just trying to point that out there.
Should we gonna play this or that? So you gotta pretty much pick one or the other.
Okay, I could do that.
So we're gonna do light or dark.
Dark. Look at my. Wait. Check the melanin though. Check the melanin. Dark.
Dark. Night or day.
Day. I'm a summer's baby all day long.
So
day.
hot or cold?
Hot.
Kanye or Common?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why would you do this? Ooh, that's hard. Okay, Kanye or Common? If you're talking about an all-around jack of all trades, it's Common. I mean, it's Kanye. Sorry, it's Kanye because we're talking about a producer, a hit maker, a beat maker, a lyricist, a singer. That's just like, I mean, everything. Like, he's responsible for half of hip hop's greatest rappers' careers before he was the Kanye that we knew.
This is
right?
true.
You know what I mean? So before he was signed to Rockefeller, before he was that guy.
Right. I think he's just a major.
I think he's
overall.
You cannot speak about hip hop unless you speak about Kanye. So I would have to say Kanye. But I love me some Common. Some Common. That's my baby.
You watch The Shy? The show?
No, I don't. I don't watch TV like that.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I did catch that show. Yeah. Okay, shout out to Common.
Oh, that was a good one. Shout out to Common. First of all, just so you guys know, so Common, Robert Glasper, and Kareem got an album out. They actually have a group called the August Green Band. I don't know if you've heard of that, but they have an album out. You guys should check it out. It is phenomenal. Robert Glasper is one of my favorite musicians. Kareem is a dope rapper, and then of course Common. He's just oh my goodness. It's amazing. It's amazing.
No.
But yeah, shout out to Kanye. So it'll have to be Kanye.
Reading or writing?
Reading. Off top. I read a lot. I'm reading 2 books right now. You want to know what they are?
Yeah.
So,
go for it.
The first book that I'm reading is called Doing Scary. Actually, I got it from a homeboy of mine. His pastor wrote the book, and it's really
Doing
good.
Scary?
Doing Scary.
Okay.
By Donald Bell. I think his name is Donald Bell.
Bell, your last?
Like my last name. He not my daddy, though. He not my daddy. He not my uncle or nothing like that. He's got the same last name.
Right, okay.
And then the second book that I'm reading is called A Deeper Love Inside. It's a part of the... it's actually the sequel to The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. So I read all of her books. This is the last book that I if I finish this book, then I would have read all of her books. So
now, with reading 2 books at one time, do you get like confused, or you just know like this is one book?
I'm good at keeping up. Reading books.
Both of these are fiction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
yes.
right. So you use what you got. Whatever you got.
Use what you got to get what you want.
All right.
I mean, this was a pretty dope interview. You feel me? I got BlacksGenesis in the building.
Hey.
They keep on calling me.
5,
Oh, sorry.
4. HotBox Wit Knox. What's up, Knox? You got that green? You got that sour? That blue drink? We call it power. Ooh, wait. That shit got loud. This all I need. I ain't fucking with that powder. It's power hour, time to preach to these niggas. I got a few lessons I gotta teach to you niggas. Fuck that bark, only raw's worth the spitter. Make sure your tree is the pick of the lid. Now we break it down or we grind it up. Sometimes I like to have some Henny in my cup. You chicks in the room, go ahead and back it up. Something like a dump truck, got a nigga on stuff. I'm so fucking high, but I'm feeling real good. Used to never smoke, I misunderstood.